Hey, I wanted to show you guys kind of an interesting, I think it's interesting setup of drums. It's kind of cost efficient and it just has some unique things about it that maybe not everybody knows about. So I just want to show you what we did because I think it's kind of clever. It's not the world's best setup, but I think it's unique. So what we did was, this is like a fully triggered drum setup. We're in a room where we can't have live drums. That kind of sound is too much. We don't want to cage it. We don't want to get like a full electric set. We kind of wanted a hybrid approach. So this is what we did. We got this Pearl Export kit. Could be any kit. This is just one that we already had. It's a cheap kit. We could have gotten one from Goodwill or a garage sale. Doesn't really matter because what we did was we put Remo silent stroke heads on it. And we triggered them with D-Drum Red Shot triggers. And you know, these are real cheap. You can buy a pack of these for $100, I think, $150. These Remo heads, they're not that expensive either. And what I like about it is it's not like you're hitting like a rubber pad. You kind of have the head feel. I like it a lot on the snare drum because we use an actual snare drum. It's got the snares underneath. So when the drummer hits it, it at least gives him that like kickback with the snares. Kind of makes it feel like he's hitting a real snare, I think, in my opinion. And so we just simply triggered them with D-Drum Red Shot triggers, which goes to a brain module. I'll show it to you. For cymbals, this was the biggest purchase of it. These are like $1,000. So maybe you want to do this, maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to use real cymbals. For us, we didn't have too much money in it to begin with, so we went with the Zildjian Gen 16 cymbals. They're like triggered, but they're also, they're like real, you know. So again, you give that drummer kind of a real feeling, like he's playing real cymbals. The snare kind of feels a little real to him. The D-Drum triggers go to a module, which I'll show you here. It's that red D-Drum. It's a DDTI. Again, it's not too expensive either, $150 maybe. And so that's where the MIDI signal goes into. The cymbals, they go to their own brain module, which comes with it. You buy the cymbal pack. It's the Gen 16, it's that gray module right there, and it produces all the cymbal samples you want. So then we just have that going into a crazy old MacBook Pro. It's 2009. It can't do much else but run Ableton, and we already had Ableton, so that didn't cost us anything. The MacBook Pro didn't cost us anything because it was really old. It can't run MainStage, or it's too old and slow to run ProPresenter, so it's kind of an unused unit. You could probably do a PC version of this if you have a PC laptop. So we already had Ableton, we already had the MacBook Pro, so that wasn't any cost. And then what we did was we got a plug-in to Ableton called Trigger 2. You can look that up. It's like a Slate company product. The license to get it was, I bought it for $49. So that's not bad. And that allows you to dump all your samples. And so every time the drummer hits the snare drum, you know, that's like a professionally sampled snare drum from wherever you want to pick it or find it. A lot of people give it away free. Some of ours are like sampled from like Hillsong triggers and stuff that they've used. So you get this really high-end sampled electric kit, but your drummer maybe kind of feels like at least feels a little bit like the real thing, kind of a hybrid approach, and it was super cheap. Just a few $100s into like the triggers and the heads. This is a bigger purchase with the cymbals. You can get around that, you don't have to get it, we did. But really just for like half the price of maybe a good electric kit, you kind of get a really good electric sounding hybrid feel. So something to think about.